Good morning, welcome back. So today we've come to the heart of the Lake District, to Little Langdale, and we're going to do a recce of the Three Shires Fell race, which takes place in the middle of September. I think it's September 16th. The Three Shires is part of the Lakeland Classics Trophy Series. I didn't know about this series when I first started my fell racing this year, when I lined up on the start line for the Ennerdale, my first fell race in the Lake District. I didn't realise there was a series, a trophy series. So basically the trophy series was started back in 2002 to encourage or to support numbers taking place in classic fell races in the Lake District. Numbers were dwindling and they were a little concerned that races would be closed down because lack of interest. And so the classic series was started in 2002. And there are, let me check, I've had to write this down because I checked it out on Google last night. There's 6 races in the series. There's Duddon Valley, Ennerdale Horseshoe, Buttermere Horseshoe, Wasdale, the 3 Series, which is the one I'm recceing today, and Langdale. What they do is they'll take your 3 fastest times from 3 of those races, 2 of which have to be long races like the Ennerdale or the Wasdale, and basically they score you at the end of the season, and that's it really. I don't really know exactly how they do it, but you get points for the amount of time you've taken during a race. Like for instance, the points for my Ennerdale race, I think I got 15. The winner gets 100. Anywho, I'm kind of digressing. So the Three Shires Fell race gets its name from the fact there used to be 3 shires here. Before Cumbria was created in 1974, there were 3 shires here, which were, I've written this down, Westmoreland, Cumberland and Lancashire. And also from the fact that the start point is from the 3 shires in Little Langdale. The race starts there, however, parking's a bit of a nightmare by all accounts. You have to park down at Hodge Close Quarry, or the other place, I guess, if you want to pay £5, is the small car park in Dale Head, which is where I'm parked at the moment. There's an honesty box here, pay £5, and it's a great little spot really. You know, you drive straight past it off the main road. There's a little sign there, as you can see. And yeah, it's great. And it does get busy here, you know, on a weekend, during the holidays. And this little car park is, yeah, you get here early enough, it's great. Anyway, I digress. So I'm going to go over the checkpoints. So the first, obviously, is the start, which is in the Three Shires Inn in Little Langdale. Then the route is flagged up to a certain point. I think there's an entry gate, intake gate, I should say, sorry. It's flagged up to that point, and then once you're through that intake gate, you've got to make your way up to Wetherlam. And the line up to Wetherlam is, this is why I'm doing this recce. You don't really follow the tourist or the main track. You find your own line, so that's what we're going to do today. However, it is quite claggy at the moment. It's nice and warm, but there's quite a lot of low cloud, and the air is slightly pregnant with moisture, so I'm guessing we might get a little bit of rain later. Anyway, so checkpoint 1 is Wetherlam, checkpoint 2 is Swirl Howe, and then checkpoint 3 is the Three Shires Stone. So this is a stone or a marker that's up on Hard Knot Pass, and it marks where the 3 old shires intersect. And that's also another reason why this race is called Three Shires Race. So that is a checkpoint, and that is actually, I do believe, the first cut, or is the only cut-off. You've got to make that cut-off within 2 hours of starting the race, and if you don't, you've got to head back to the start basically. So from checkpoint 3, it's then up to Piker Blisco, and I'm guessing that Piker Blisco is in one of the old shires. It's a summit in the old shire. Then you've got to baz it off the Piker Blisco down to the intake stream, the little footbridge over the intake, or the outflow, Bleetarn outflow. Go over that footbridge. Now, whether that's an actual checkpoint, I'm not entirely sure. I think it might be, because it's a stipulation in the race that you have to go over that little footbridge. And then you got to bomb it up to Lingmore Fell, and that's another checkpoint. That's checkpoint 5 or 6. And I'm guessing Lingmore Mell is a summit in one of the old shires as well. And then from there, you've got to get it off. You've got to get off Lingmore Fell down towards Dale Head Farm, and there's another intake gate there. Get yourself through that, and then and then the finish is flagged all the way back to the Three Shires Inn. And that's pretty much it, really. I've written down most things. What else have I not said? Yeah, the Fell race is a category long A because it's over 12 miles, and it's got an elevation of 1,220 meters. And that's pretty much it, really. So what we're going to do is just going to get on with it and try and find some decent lines. Yeah, right, cool. Let's get going. So as I stated before, I'm not actually parked in front of the Three Shires Inn, which is behind me now. So you can see there's the Three Shires Inn, a cute little place. And I do believe the start of the race is actually in this field that I'm stood. As you can see, nice big field. I believe the start of the race, everyone gaggles up in here, and then the race organizer shouts go, and you all hammer it out that gate there, turn left, go up the road, and then take a left again and down that track there, which is what we're going to do now. And like I said, the parking actually isn't around here. You've got to park in Hodge Close Quarry, and it takes about 25 minutes to walk from there to here. So you've got to take that into account. I mean, of course, all of you who have run this race already know exactly what I'm talking about, but this is a new race to me, of course. So yeah, I know where Hodge Close is. It's a nice little spot actually, but yeah, it is a bit of a walk. It can be. Much like the walk was from in the Kentmere Horseshoe Fell race. But then you just got to take that into account really, and bring all your gear with you basically. Anything that you want to get changed into at the end of the race, just bring it with you. So, right, we're going to get on with this now and head up to the track there, head down to the bridge, cross the river, and head up to the first intake gate. And then obviously the flags will finish there, and you've got to make your way up onto Weatherlam Summit. By any route you choose. So we're going to try and find a decent line to do that. So let's crack on. Right, let's go. So here we go. I do believe this is the first intake gate. Yeah, I believe so. I think I've got that right. And looking behind us, oh, you can just see Little Langdale is quintessentially Lake District. It's so beautiful. Yeah, really striking. But yeah, I believe that the race is flagged up to this point here. I could be wrong, of course. I generally am. And then once through this gate, you're going up to Weatherlam that way. As you saw back there, there's quite a few little spots for bottlenecks. So of course, if you're looking to really get a good time on this and get in the front of the field, you need to bomb it off right at the beginning, don't you? So I'm not entirely sure I'm in that league, to be honest with you. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to go up there, and as you can see, it's clagged in. And I'm not entirely sure what the line is. I think you follow the track, as you can see there, just to the right a bit, and then you head up on the main path, and then at some point on the main path you break off to the left and make a more steep ascent of Weatherlam. Weatherlam is one of those summits, or more accurately one of those hills that, yeah, is quite tricky in the clag. So this is going to be quite interesting. But there's, I think there must be a good line up there, which isn't the main path. I've just got to find that basically. Of course, at this point in the race, there'll be so many people. You just follow them really, more likely than not. Cool. All right then. Well, let's get on with it. That was a bit of a grind coming up there. I'm not convinced I took the right line coming up there. As you can see, right down there, you won't be able to see too well, but that's the outtake or intake gate down there. I think I came a little too high, came through the boulder field as you saw. There's lots of bracken down there. But on the day of the race, of course, there'll probably be a big line of people. And the question is, do you take your own line or do you just follow the main line, which is probably going to come up here, because up there, as you can see, Weatherlam's in the clag, and I'm going to find my way up through there. I can see someone's on there at the moment. But if we look behind me, you can see that ridge line is wet side edge, I believe it is. You come bazzing it off there, off Swirlhow, which is in the clag. Come bazzing it off the edge there, and there's a cairn, which I think it's that cairn I can see in the distance, which you probably won't be able to make out. You drop off there to the left and make it down to Rhino's Pass. And as we swing around here, that prominent peak in the distance, that's the Pike of Blisco. And just to the left there, you can see Crinkle Crags. Really rather crinkly actually, aren't they? And then coming to the right, you can see Pike of Stickle in the background there. That's that prominent nipple on the left-hand side. And then coming off the Pike of Blisco, you can just make out the forestry block there that surrounds Bleed Tarn. Come down into Bleed Tarn, and then you got to bomb it up, make your way up onto Lingmore Fell, which is right ahead of you there. And then off Lingmore Fell and back down into Three Shires Inn. You can make out pretty much the whole route. Obviously, when we get up onto Weatherlam, if the clag's cleared, I'll show you again. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I do like being able to see the whole route that you need to do. Nice big circular route, 12 miler, well, between 11 and 12 miles by all accounts. Yeah, so what we're going to do now is try and find a pretty groovy line up there. Yeah, by all accounts, it's not up on the main tourist track. You've got to kind of snuggle off to the right-hand side and, you know, make your own way up there. So that's what we're going to do. Right, let's get going. Oh, right. I believe this is us coming up to the summit, checkpoint 1. As you can see there's a nice juicy cairn. Oh my word. So I think I took a pretty decent line, though. You can never be sure really, can you? You know, the thing is, at the end of the day, you've just got to grind it out, get up. There's no kind of, there probably are better routes, but you're on the one you're on and you just got to go for it. So yeah, it's pretty much what I did. But oh lordy lordy, look at that view. Oh yeah, that's what it's all about though, isn't it? Look at that. Yeah, I do like Weatherlam. You can see down there quite nicely Bleed Tarn, but we are surrounded by a bit of clag at the moment. And what I haven't said is that it's really mild today. There's a breeze and it's quite cool up here, but down there it's really humid. Sweating quite a bit. And yeah, so I'm taking salt catchfulls, which I do suffer from cramps quite bad when I'm really pushing it out, which I'm not today, of course, because I'm just on a recce and I'm just chilling. I've even brought my sandwiches with me. All right, we're heading over there now. Second checkpoint is Swirl Howe, which you can see there's the prominent summit. So down onto Prison Band, up the ridge, onto Swirl Howe, and then we're going to cane it off to the right there, as you can see, down the ridge line and into Three Shires Stone, which is, if I'm getting this right, checkpoint 3. Yeah, I think it is. Right, let's get going. So here we are coming up to Swirl Howe. Cool, so you can pretty much see everything from up here now, where we've got to go. But there you go, Swirl Howe. And we've come from Weatherlam over there, and we are going to miss out this little summit here, which I forget the name of. Going to bomb it down the ridgeline there, and just down there there's a cairn. At that point there we're going to drop off to the left down to Hard Knot Pass and Three Shires Stone. Here we are. Oh, that was a bit cheeky coming down there. So there is a path, but the best line is just to bomb it off the side there, if I'm totally honest. On race day, it's just going to be a free fall. Get down to Three Shires Stone, which should just be over here somewhere. Let's just go over here. There you go, in all its glory. Three Shires Stone. Oh, there's a little plaque down here. Three Shires Stones. 3 stones have traditionally marked the adjoining counties of Cumberland, Westmoreland and Lancashire on this site. The limestone monolith carved in 1860 for the Furness Roadmaster William Field of Cartmel, 1860, was set up by friends after his death. Bit of local history for you. So I'm guessing this L is Lancashire, and over here we've got a W for Westmoreland, and where's the other one? Cumberland, was it? C for Cumberland. So this is checkpoint 3. The next checkpoint is up here, behind that lump there. Oh, is that it? No. Yeah, behind that lump there is Pike of Blisco. Now I've got to figure out what the best line is. Do you follow the main track, which is just over there for a tiny bit, and then break off to the right, or do you just
cane it up through the Ulu, try find your own way. I think I might just do that, actually, to be honest with you. I'm just going to go up there and figure out, see if it's the best line, or maybe if following the track for a while is a better option, because obviously it's easier underfoot. You can move faster over the track. But at some point you're going to have to break off to make your way up to Pike Oblisco. Now, whether you do that right here and just take as direct line as possible, or you're a bit more clever with how you use the terrain, I'm not entirely sure. So I'm just gonna cane it up through there, because I've not been up that way before. So, and I've got all day. And on the race day, I'm sure someone will be taking a better line, and I'll be looking at them thinking, maybe I'll just follow that bloke, and then we'll both get lost, or it might turn out to be a really good route. Who knows? But yeah, I'm just gonna make my way up there and figure it out. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's go. Oh my word, sun's come out. What a stunning day. So as I was saying earlier, down by the Shires Stone, trying to decide what the best line is. So I've just mainlined it. I've just straight lined it as best I can. And it's actually quite a good line. And as you can see here, there's a faint kind of runner's trod / sheep's trod. It's not actually marked. Yeah, so I think on race day, I'm going to choose this line. It's easier than I was expecting. I thought it'd be quite boggy, but it's not too bad underfoot. So, and also, as you've noticed, at the beginning of this run, I didn't actually crack out my race map, because I don't actually have one. And I do believe, from what I checked out online, the race line is straight line, pretty much what I'm doing now. So, oh my word. So yeah, this, I believe, that there, I believe is a false summit. Pike Oblisco lies to me. This is not the summit, but when we get over here, we'll get a better view of it. So yeah, let's keep grinding it out until we get up there. Whew. Oh, such a lovely day. That was closer than I was expecting that. So we just popped over the back there, as you saw, which I thought was a false summit. And here we are. This is the summit. So it's just up through here. I do like the Pike Oblisco. It is an awesome summit. It's nice and prominent, and you can get such a good view at Central Lakeland, Lake District, I should say. This is checkpoint 1, 2, 3, checkpoint 4. So yeah, let's just head over to Ken now. Oh, what a view. Weirdly, there's clouds of flying ants up here. So yeah, this is checkpoint 4, I believe. Have I got that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, checkpoint 4. And I love Pike Oblisco. I mean, you're right in the centre of the lakes, and what a view. So you can see over there, we've come from Weatherlam, which is that prominent summit to the left. I hope you can hear this, it's quite windy. Then to the right, you've got directly in front of us, that was Prison Band. I think I got that right. Prison Band? Probably not, I probably got that wrong. And then to the right there's Swilhow. Then we came down that ridge, dropped into Hard Knot Pass, come up here to the Pike Oblisco, and if we turn round, we've got Crinkle Crags just there to the left. Directly ahead we got Bow Fell, and just off to the right here, over there in the far distance, is Glaramara, where we were for the Borrowdale Fell race the other week. And then behind the cairn here, If we head over here, we've got Piker Stickle, Thunacar Knot, which is just there to the right, Stickle Tarn, which is down in there, and obviously we've got Great Langdale. So what we're going to do now is we're heading over here. So Little Cheeky Lingmore, which is down there, we've got to summit that. So we're going to bomb it off the top here, drop down into Bleed Tarn, across the outflow of Bleed Tarn, over the bridge, head main straight up. That's what we're going to do. Get onto Lingmore Fell, and then drop off and back to the car. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it in a nutshell. I mean, oh my God, you can see everything from up here. Right, I'm going to stop waffling. Yeah. I'm going to get back. I want to get back. I want to go shopping in Ambleside. So I'm going to get a shift on. We're going to head down to Bleed Tarn now, up onto Lingmore, and then back to the car. So let's get a move on. Oh my word, that was a bit of a grind. So we're coming into a checkpoint something or other. It's the bridge over the outflow of Bleed Tarn. Now whether or not there's a checkpoint here or a dibber, I'm not entirely sure, but oh my word, that leg from Piker Blisco down to here, that's a grind that. I've just come down here, so I took a bit of an odd line. However, I've come round the right hand bit of that crag up there, as you can see. But yeah, it was a bit of a tricky navigation. If the clag's down, that's going to be really difficult. Well, for me anyway. I think I found a decent line. I'm not entirely sure, whether I would have lost time, but like I said earlier, when you're running these lines and you're thinking, oh, have I got it right? Have I got it wrong? I'm sure there's a better line than this. If only I knew what the ferry lines were, Anyway, here we go. This is the bridge over the outflow. And like I said, I'm not entirely sure if there's going to be a dibber on this bridge. Oh, cool. Right, we're just going to go up here because I want to show you this view. It's a very well photographed view, this. For those of you who don't know, this Bleed Tarn was used in The Witcher. I don't know which episode it is, but yeah, it's absolutely stunning. Let's just go up here. There you go. So if any of you watched The Witcher, that scene there is in one of the episodes where they're walking down this path here with the Langdale Pikes in the background. So, right, last summit of the race or the run for today, Lingmore Fell. You can see it's just up there. Cheeky little Lingmore. It's not massive by the looks of it, not compared to what we've done already today, but so I'm going to skirt around the back of the car park there, try and find a line, a pretty straightforward line, straight up through the bracken if I can find a decent one, and yeah, let's get up there and get back to the car. I'm a little bit hungry, so yeah, let's get on with it. That's a cheeky little summit. Last climb of the race. It's going to take it out of you, especially if you've been hammering it. So you can see really quite well the line that I took off Pike Oblisco. Well, hopefully you can make it out. But what I did, I think I kind of made I took a pretty decent line, even though it didn't feel like it. It was really quite awkward and difficult underfoot, but by the looks of it, it's a pretty good one. So I think I might try and find that again on race day. Unless, of course, I lose a bit of confidence and I end up following someone because I think, oh yeah, they seem to be doing it a lot better than I did. Cool. All right then. Well, that is the final summit. We're just going to bomb it off Lingmore now. Try and find the intake gate, which is down this way. I'm not entirely sure if there's a path, so I'm just going to hoof it through this lot over to that ruin over there and just drop off. See where that gets us. Final push. Let's do it. Oh, so this gate here, I'm not entirely sure if this is the intake gate and it's flagged from here on, but I'm just going to stop here and wrap this run up because literally, I don't know if you can see down there, those cars down there, that's Dalehead Farm. That's the car park I was talking about earlier. I'm just parked down there, so it's going to take me 2-3 minutes to get there. So it's now, this 12.25 miles for my my Garmin. So by the time you get down to Three Shires pub, yeah, it's 12.4, something like that. So yeah, that's the Three Shires Fell race route with, I reckon I did some pretty decent lines there. So whether or not I can find the same lines on the day, if the weather's good, probably. If the weather's not so good and it's claggy, probably not. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that run. Like I said, the Three Shires is in a couple of weeks' time. It's in the middle of September. It's part of the Lakeland Classics Trophy Series. I think after this, the Three Shires, the next one is Langdale, which I'll be doing as well. I'm not sure when that is, at the end of September possibly. I need to double check that. I'm not signed up yet. Yeah, anyway, I'm a bit knackered if I'm totally honest, so I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed that run. It's going to be a great race. I'm really looking forward to it. So and it's not quite as long as the others I've been doing, like the Wasdale. It's not quite as long as that. So it'd be a nice, short, sharp blast, much like Kentmere was, but with a bit more elevation. So yeah, cool. All right then. Well, I'm going to wrap it up there, and until the next video. Thanks.